everyone, and welcome back to That Is My Opinion with me, Socal's Tiniest and Raindrop, the one and only April Showers. Today we're recapping and reviewing episode 3 of Canada's Drag Race. And let's welcome my special guest this evening. She's my longtime drag sister. She's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and she's Asian. Give it up for Wilhelmina Caviar!
Hi everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us.
How are you, Seth?
I'm doing good. How about you?
You magically appeared, just like drag.
Appeared. Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, it's digital drag, the year 2020.
Correct.
How are you? How are things?
Things are great. I mean, granted, we're in this quarantine, and in the middle of this pandemic, doing digital drag and staying home a lot. So
staying safe.
Staying safe, wearing my mask, social distancing. So that's all we can do right now.
I also haven't seen you since March.
Right.
Maybe late April. Yes.
Yes.
We've only been seeing each other digitally, so this is the first time I've seen you in person. Bitch, we look like Christmas.
Yeah, we look like Christmas. The Christmas nightmares.
Christmas nightmares.
The bullies of Christmas.
The bullies of Christmas. I'm green with envy, and you're fiery red with anger.
Right. I'm a red rose.
She's
tonight.
a red rose.
Yeah.
She's also accepting roses, ladies and gentlemen.
I am. So make sure you guys donate to my Venmo below.
Yes, her Venmo is right below. All right, sis, are you ready?
Let's do it.
We're recapping, reviewing Canada's Drag Race. Are we watching?
I am watching. I got caught up to episode 3, and I gotta say, all these entertainers, all these girls are very, very talented individuals.
Yeah.
So congrats to all of you that made it.
Yes. We're gonna go to Canada soon.
Yeah.
Get ready.
We're gonna
bullies
be
are coming.
Yeah. We're gonna be moving there soon. So please watch out for us.
Watch out for us. All right. So let's get into the episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
So we got our second lipstick on the mirror this past episode, and we said goodbye to Kyne. Do you agree on Kyne going home?
Yes. For her performance, I do agree that the look from the very first look when she did it, and starting off with drag, and then the look that she presented under Runway, I wasn't a fan of the look. I didn't enjoy it.
Yes.
I actually preferred the original look, and maybe if Kyne had polished that original look a bit more, maybe didn't change it to like a jacket, and like shorts and like those little chaps looking accessories, I think she would have done fine, but she completely changed it, and I don't think it just honestly paid off.
Yeah, also I think she got a little too overconfident, and it kind of affected her
yeah,
which I understand. Like in a competition, like sometimes the ugliness comes out of you. Like when I compete, I can get very ugly.
Right.
But I understand, like that too, I think affected her.
Yeah, I think that when you're in a competition, and especially if you have a very competitive personality, that side of you really comes out, the claws come out.
Yeah.
But you also got to remember that you can be competitive, but still not be catty about it.
And that is my opinion.
And that is my opinion about it.
I'm always catty. Yeah, right. She's like,
I mean, we're all catty to a degree, but Kyne's cattiness was just something else. It was like right here, but her cattiness was like double.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so Tynomi is a little shook that she ended up in the bottom. Do you think this will affect her in the long run now that she's in the bottom and it's like mentally messing with her head? They're sitting on the couch talking, and she's like having a moment how like she was shocked, and now like she's afraid of like going forward, and how like it's like pretty much messing with her in the competition.
Right. I think Tynomi being in the bottom really got into her head.
Yeah.
And it just kind of messes with her head, kind of throws her off the main point of why she's in that competition.
Yes.
I do think though that she's talented.
Yeah.
But I think that yes, being in the bottom really kind of shook her.
Yeah.
Kind of like told her like, let's bring you all the way down here a little bit.
Yeah, and maybe I'll light a fire under her ass for this following episode, and we will see.
Right.
To really like push herself and maybe even win the challenge.
Right.
But we'll get into that a little later. All right, so the queens are thrown their third mini challenge of the season, and they have to audition to be anchors for a new station in Canada, and they have to read teleprompters in 3 languages: English, French, and Draglish?
Draglish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any Draglish words? What are Draglish words?
Draglish words to me, what I got out of that was like drag lingo.
Yes, come on,
like
drag lingo.
Like we say Hanny, your
Oh,
beat, house down boots. Those are the drag lingo that we know, and I think that's what that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah. All right. So out of the mini challenge, the two winners were Lemon, Lemon and Priyanka.
Right.
Do we agree?
I do agree that Lemon and Priyanka were winners. I mean, there were a lot of good contenders.
Yes. I thought Jimbo was really funny.
Yes.
She was playing like Nancy Drew.
Right, Nancy Drew in character. That separated her, so that was fun to watch. I also think, the girls that knew how to speak French, that was an advantage to them.
Yes, Rita Baga. Kiara,
I think knew
and then there was
French.
One more, yeah.
But I wish that even though they knew French, you still had to kind of be fun about it. It's not just, I think, knowing the language.
Yeah.
It's how you deliver the challenge.
Yes.
I think that's what they're looking for. They're not asking you how fluent you are in French.
I found it so funny that the teleprompter was going and you could tell they were reading, and then when it said insert name here, they literally read insert name here.
Like verbatim, like reading it word for word. So.
We're reading a teleprompter right now. I can't imagine though, like I would purposely go on full speed and have them read it as fast as they can.
Right.
Yeah, but also reminded me of season 9. Remember the anchor challenge with like Aja, Valentina, Peppermint?
Right.
So I feel like they pulled from there. Like, let's make it a mini challenge and like really throw things at these girls and see what they can do. But yeah, I enjoyed the mini challenge.
Yeah,
it was cute.
It just shows their personality, and I think that Priyanka and Lemon had fun with the mini challenge.
Same.
And it showed through the camera.
Yes. All right, moving on. We're going to our main challenge. And the main challenge is they're going to do a rap battle. It's super shady rap battle, and they're competing in 2 girl groups.
Right.
They are 2 teams, and the group names they came up with was Moose Knuckles and the Dolls.
The Dolls with a W.
With a W.
Yeah.
If you were to star in a girl group, what would your girl group be called?
Oh my goodness. Wilhelmina and the Roses.
Oh, Wilhelmina and the Roses.
Yep.
That's cute. That's cute. Mine would be called April Showers and the Raindrops.
Oh.
The Raindrops.
Your little raindrops.
Yeah, or Golden Showers, girl group. I don't know, something with A.
Mine would be I Stole Your Husband Again.
I Stole Your Husband Again? Yeah. Oh, that'll be cute. Or ladies who wear wigs.
Well, you do.
Oh, you do? I remember she's like, I don't wear any wigs.
Yes. What are wigs?
What are wigs? Alright, so far the girls are moving on to record their tracks. I was truly impressed. A lot of them can sing. Right. Some of them can't.
Right.
I was really impressed by Rita Baga. Yeah, Rita Baga has some pipes on her.
She had rhythm.
Out of the girls, out of the group, the 2 groups, who do you think struggled the most when singing?
I think that the second group. Yeah, I would say.
With Ilona, right?
Yes.
Yes, Ilona kind of struggled a little bit. She looks a little nervous and like kind of scared to like really open up.
Right.
Maybe it'll affect her in like the long run.
Yeah, hopefully that Ilona's personality and the way she sees the challenges and the competition overall, hopefully she gains a little bit more confidence. I think she's lacking that, especially in this episode. Yeah. You could feel that, she's lacking that. So I'm hoping that, as she progresses through the competition, that she gains that confidence.
Yeah. And so I found it so funny how like they were all so good at singing, but then when it came to choreography, is where everyone's like, I have 2 left feet. Right. Do you like some choreography, sis?
I mean, I'm not a dancer. I am not a dancer. I will say that. I could definitely learn choreography, but definitely I'm not a natural dancer, and I gotta give it to girls that are natural dancers, because that's what a lot of people live for, especially now.
Well, I can death drop. I can show you.
You can death drop?
She's like, yeah, right.
Just drop dead. Just drop dead.
I would do the splits right here. Fall into the cartwheel split.
It's our last episode.
When it comes to choreography, so for me, like, because I've done group numbers, with like dancers and like other girls, it's hard for me when there's a count. Like 5, 6, 7, 8. It's easier for me to listen to the music and literally walk through it. But I felt like they were speeding through this choreography, and they're like, here, you only have less than an amount of time. Learn it and do it as fast as you can. Which I think I would have been like a little shaken too. And be like, what the hell is going on? Because my mind would have taken time to process it. Right.
And it's like there's 2 of them like doing choreography at the same time. And then they're doing their own solo too. So yes, I would definitely be nervous as well. Yeah. Especially when when you're in a big group, there's still a lot of girls.
Yeah, and you still don't know.
You still don't know, and 2, that you can, if you're not on par with the choreography, you can easily get lost in that group.
Yeah.
And the judges see that.
Yeah, and the judges will see that. The goal for a group number is to outshine everyone else. And fake it till you make it, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Even if you mess up the choreography, because there's been times where, like in group numbers, I mess up, but you still pick up right after.
Right. It's all a matter
it.
of like, just kind of like when you mess up while you're performing, you slip or whatever.
Yeah.
It's how you recover from it.
It's how you recover.
Right.
Yep, I agree. So I wanted to touch base. I really like this so far, what they've been doing with Canada's Drag Race, on how they've been touching stories.
Right.
Last week we heard about Anastarzia and Anaquway. This week Priyanka shared her story on how her father does not know that she's gay, or yet that she does drag.
Right.
How does your family, do they know that you're gay? Do they know that you drag? Like, do you have a little backstory on
Yeah,
that?
so you know, not all of my family members know that I do drag. And that's okay. You know, it's something that I plan to tell in the future when I'm ready and the time is right. But you know, and I've come to terms that, you know, I can't tell them right now.
Yeah.
And that is something that I will deal on my own.
Yes.
When I'm ready. But yeah, I could totally relate when Priyanka, when that segment came up and she was like, you know, my father doesn't know. But at least the nice thing that Priyanka has is that his mother knows.
His mom.
Or her mom, sorry.
Yeah.
His or her mother knows that, you know, what she's doing at least.
Yeah.
So.
And I really like that because, like, you can really connect with her story, and it's a connection with the audience and with
and there's a lot, and then viewers, fans of Drag Race in general, queens that may fall in the same boat as I do, can relate to that. That makes Priyanka a much more relatable competitor.
Yeah. For me, my family always knew. They always knew I was gay. My grandmother raised me, so she never knew I did drag. I mean, she probably knows now.
Right.
Rest in peace, grandma. But I always think she always knew. I think in the back of her mind, she knew I was doing something at night with the wig on and makeup.
Right.
All right, so it is runway time. We're going to the runway, and we have a very, very special guest this week, the legendary Deborah Cox.
Yes.
I was so excited to see her.
I'm so happy to see her on Drag Race.
Always enjoyed her music, and I find it so cool that every week the special guest comes out and hosts the main stage.
Very cool.
And literally, she gave me what I wanted.
Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air from the traditional Drag Race that we see in the US. So it's nice to see a little twist on how they do the catwalk, the runway.
And especially when they come out and how they host it.
Right.
Yeah. And so far, Deborah Cox has been my favorite host, hosting the runway.
I think me too.
Yeah.
Watching the, you know, up to the third episode, my favorite so far is Deborah Cox with hosting.
Yeah. So the queens perform their shady rap battles.
Right.
Out of the two groups, individually, which girl stood out to you? If you want, I could go first.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
You're the hostess.
So, she's like, you go first. I would like to go first, so it gives you some time. Okay, so my pick was Lemon, Boa. Boa was my favorite, literally Boa, and Priyanka. I really loved Boa. I'm just gonna go over some lyrics that she put in her rap. What stood out to me, she said, "It's your girl, Boa, big booty bitch," which I literally was like, yes. And like the energy and the personality she served on that rap battle is literally what made this performance.
Right.
So another lyrics that stood out to me was Lemon, and her lyrics was Rita and Ilona be fake, and that last girl, what's her name? Which she's throwing shade to Kyne, because Kyne was the last girl that got sent home. And last but not least, Priyanka, and her lyrics is she's using her slang in her lyrics. Hi, my name is Priyanka. What is my name? Which she's really big on, like, you know, what's my name, Priyanka.
Right.
Those were the three that stood out to me, especially in like the group performance.
Right.
And then my bottom, who didn't stand out to me, were Ilona.
Right.
She was a little nervous. Kind of the choreography she kind of messed up in.
She struggled.
Yeah. Kiara, I feel like Kiara was a little messy, and like to me she didn't shine through.
Right.
I feel like she was holding back. And Anastarzia and Anaquway, who I was really rooting for, I feel like she was a little too serious. Like she needed to loosen up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say my bottoms. Let's start backwards for me. My bottoms would be Anastarzia. I just think that, you know, during the challenge, she was a little uncomfortable. She was a little stiff.
Yes.
And I know that the judges told her, like, you kind of just need to loosen up. Right.
Take a shot, girl. Take a shot. Take a hit of weed.
Shoulder, you know, whatever it is that, you know, will help loosen you up, girl.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Anastarzia, Ilona definitely struggled. I think she was the weakest link out of everyone in that mini challenge. I mean, there are like so many girls, and when you see the camera pan, you could just see that she was not up to par, up to rhythm with the girls moving.
Yeah.
And I think another one too. I mean, I hate to pick a third one, but I would say Kiara too.
Kiara, yes.
And Kiara said she's a dancer.
Yeah.
So I got kind of lost there.
Yeah.
With, you know, like, oh, like she dances as well, you know, but I mean, it happened.
Yeah.
My top, I would probably say would be Priyanka. Priyanka, it looked like she had a really good time with her solo as well as performing with the other girls. I also enjoyed Lemon's performance. She was having fun as well.
Yeah.
And the third one for me, which is going to be a little bit different from your pick, was Rita Baga.
Oh yeah, Rita Baga.
Rita Baga.
She got piped. She got piped on her.
Rita Baga, I think that, you know, being able to sing well, and also in the performance, she was just having fun with it. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's like, I think with these kinds of challenges, you really just have to show that you're having fun with it. It might not be something that you want to do, but at least you're showing, fake it until you make it, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, and now it is runway time.
Runway time.
So my favorite, we're gonna go over the looks, quick and simple, like my drag career, in not any particular order.
Right.
And then we'll see what we like and what we don't like.
Sure.
All right, so the runway was hair.
Hair.
Come on, hair.
Lots of hair,
ladies and gentlemen.
Hair.
So let's start with Tynomi Banks. So Tynomi Banks is giving us like this rainbow effect thing. She got a hat made out of hair. Did we like this look? Yes or no?
I liked the idea of it.
Okay.
How the costume was executed, that is where I have a problem with.
Yeah.
It just looked like the comment to her with the critique was that it didn't look finished. And I would say the same thing. It wasn't polished.
Yeah, sorry girl.
Yeah.
So I saw that she redeemed herself. She did a photo shoot in this look 10 times better than what she's wearing here. I personally was like, I don't know. I was a little confused with the look. I didn't like the shoe. The shoe was the first thing I looked at, and I was like, the shoe's a little heavy.
Yeah, the questionable shoe.
Yeah, the shoe. The color palette is really cute. I didn't get the look. I didn't, and it wasn't my favorite as well.
Right.
All right, next one is one of my favorites this week, and I really enjoyed this look, was Boa.
Right.
So Boa came out in a fur coat, and I was like, is this all she's wearing? She rips it off, she's naked, and has a big old patch of hair right in her private area, and I was screaming.
Right.
I love this because one, she's telling a story, and two, she's giving us personality.
Right.
But you know what would have been funnier? If she came out with a razor and just like shaved herself and trimmed it on the
I would have done that, like a little,
she's
like a manscape, and then just trimming
it, or even if she had hair underneath the armpit.
Hair right here, maybe it would be
and she's just like brushing it with a brush.
I would have done that. It really, like the little tiny details, and you know, shows your personality on the runway.
Yeah.
I did enjoy this costume. You know, the airbrush catsuit, bodysuit.
Yeah.
I like the placement of the jewelry too.
Yeah.
It looks so rough, but I like that she had that jewelry, that green jewelry, and of course that, you know, mount of hair that she has right there in her private area.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Also, the only thing, well, I like this look already because it's a different silhouette than what she's been giving me the last couple weeks. The only thing I question is the shoe. If she did a nude shoe, it would have given me the full effect of her actually being naked. But overall, I love this look so far with Boa. All right, going on, we have Jimbo, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Jimbo. This I love because it's giving me the body, it's giving me the sex, it's giving us our titties, it's giving me literally everything that I like. Something that you would see at the club.
Yeah, something I would definitely wear at the club performing.
But you would wear this in your bedroom.
I would wear this, when I go make myself coffee in the morning.
Yeah, or to the grocery store.
Yeah, I really did enjoy this look from Jimbo. So different from the looks from week 1 to week 2.
Yes.
She's very versatile. And I like that she could offer different looks. You know, she's definitely giving us body. I love the mesh, the chains, the harness, the boots, and you know, I like that everything was like black and nude, and then the hair, obviously, she knew what she was doing. That big amount of hair, really, it just looks so good.
Yeah, chains and whips excite you?
Yeah, it looks like Simba got on in drag.
Yeah, I love this look. This is what I would wear.
It's one of my favorites for this week.
I would wear this to the bathhouse.
Yeah, you're gonna be mopping the bathhouse with all that hair that she has on her
Yeah,
head
and
her
like
back.
we said, I love how she's so versatile.
Yeah.
Versatile. Literally, she came out, had to do a double take. I'm like, is that Jimbo?
Right.
Yeah, and she's one of my favorites so
Yeah.
far. All right, next is Ilona Verley, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I was a little, like, not impressed with her in the group challenge.
Right.
But when she came out in this, I literally fell in love with this. She's
Yeah.
giving us poodle realness.
Yeah.
I love the shoe. I love the shoulder piece. She looks expensive. I love the hair. However, I know this is her signature. She doesn't like to wear titties and she just comes out with pasties. I just need a boob. Just
Right.
give me a boob. I know it's not her style, but yet again, she's doing drag. And even the way it was cut, like at least if you give me a titty or some more cleavage, it would have just elevated the look a little even more.
Right. I did enjoy this look on Ilona. It's a very gorgeous color on
Yes.
her. The light blue, like the periwinkle blue,
Periwinkle blue.
sky blue, whatever blue you want to call it, blue balls.
Blue balls. Blue
but,
dogs.
Yeah. But the challenge, I mean, I love the look. It's polished.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be nitty gritty and I have to pick something, I would have liked to see a little bit more hair.
More hair. Okay.
That's a comment I would say. It's like, this is a hair challenge. Add some more hair.
Yeah.
With the boob part, I
Maybe
get it.
bigger poodle hair.
Yes,
Yeah.
like a bit, something a bit more poodleish, like a little more airy. I do agree with the boob. I mean, this is Drag Race. You want to show who you are as an entertainer, as a
individual,
performer,
yeah.
a drag queen, whatever you want to call yourself. But you also have to be able to be versatile. And I like that for this, I really would have liked to see a little bit more boob.
Yeah. Boob.
Like maybe if you don't have a breastplate or, you know, whatever, at least contour it with some makeup.
Go in there and airbrush it. But overall,
Yeah.
this was a cute
It's
look.
a cute look. And I think that this definitely saved her.
Yes.
If
I
she
agree.
had something else that was not good, I think she would have been in the bottom.
Yeah. All right. Next we have Anastarzia Anaquway. So she first came out as Cousin It,
Right.
and then she revealed into this look.
Right.
Okay, so I did like her Cousin It.
Yes.
I loved her Cousin It.
Yes.
But when she turned around, I didn't see the connection, and I think Brooklyn Heights says it too. She didn't see
Right.
the connection. If she turned around and came out as Morticia Addams, or even if she came out as Uncle Fester, but make it to a female version, or even as Wednesday Addams, it would have literally, the two
Anyone.
looks would have made more sense.
Any of the characters from the Addams family.
There was like a disconnect. I really like her. I'm rooting for her.
Mm-hmm.
But this, when she turned around, I don't know. I was questioning like, what is this? I don't get it. I don't get
Yeah.
it. Yeah. It's a little lot. It's a lot for me. It's a lot.
Yeah, I did enjoy the first look, which was the Cousin It.
Yes.
Very, very smart. I mean, a good reference when you're thinking about hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, movies that a lot of us know.
Yes.
The second look, I did like the wig.
Yes.
But I was very confused with the correlation between the first look and then the second look. It would have been smart. Brooklyn did make a good comment where it's like, oh, I wish you would have been like Morticia with long black hair or something. They're just, if you're gonna do two looks, to me, it's like I want to see a theme or a relation.
Yeah.
The two. And then I don't think the one that she provided on the runway, the two were not related.
Yeah.
I think they're two estranged cousins.
Two strange cousins. Like me, your delusional
Yeah.
cousin.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Delusional bully.
Oh my god. Alright. Next we have is Kiara, ladies and gentlemen, and she's giving us the gold jumpsuit with the big hair. Okay, so this jumpsuit kind of reminds me of what Kyne wore on episode 1.
That's the thing I thought of too. Take a better, well, let's say it this way. This is a better gold jumpsuit than what Kyne shouldn't have worn
True.
on the first episode.
True.
It's playing it very safe for me
Yeah.
because I know that Kiara was relying on that hair, but yeah, I'm just like, if you put Kiara next to the other girls, it's short. I feel like it's missing something.
It's missing something. The hair is gorgeous. I love
Yeah.
the whole disco fantasy, but I don't know, we've seen it. We've seen it multiple
We've
times.
seen it, correct.
Yeah, I think she could have done something 10 times better.
Right.
Not one of my favorites this
No.
week. All right, next we have, Lemon. When I saw this come out and walk down the runway, I was obsessed. She's paying tribute to obviously her name.
Right.
The lemon tree. She's literally the tree bunk, or what is it? The root of the tree.
Right.
The gloves, and then the fucking lemons on her head. I'm obsessed with this look, and she
Right.
looks fucking gorgeous. Gorgeous,
Yeah.
gorgeous, gorgeous.
She looked really good. I like that there's a story behind it. To her look. It's not just like, here's a lemon, you know, whatever. But she's putting a theme. There's a story behind the look, and it's very creative of her.
Yes. Yeah, she should have served lemonade on the runway.
She should have been like pouring lemon.
Lemonade, yeah. This is
I want
cute.
pink lemonade.
Yeah. Like I said, I love when a girl tells a story too.
Right.
Yeah. This is really cute. And the hair, it's a hair challenge and it's giving me hair. Yeah. All right, next we have is Rita Baga. And I saw this walk down the runway and I was like, yes, this is giving me 80s.
You're right.
The hair is something I could see you wearing too. I love the color
like this
palette.
hair.
Yeah, the color palette is beautiful. Yellow. I love the earrings. I love the shoe. I love this whole look. And the makeup. Let's zoom into the makeup is what I really love. Yeah.
It's really fun. It's like giving me like 80s kind of Gem and the Holograms look.
Gem and the Holograms.
You know, I love the combination of the yellow and the purple, or is it chartreuse? You know, it looks really good. The only thing I'm going to critique this look with is I wish that yellow dress that she had was a little bit more baggy, because I could see the petticoat underneath.
Yeah.
Even with the belt, you could see where it's open.
Yeah.
I would have liked to prefer like something a little bit more baggy with the dress. To just cover the whole thing.
Cover the whole thing.
Yeah. But that hair is sickening.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is her opinion, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
that is my opinion!
Alright, next we have Priyanka. What's her name? Priyanka. This was cute. The hair, I love the orange and the blue.
Right.
The hair that comes out of the little peplum on the side.
Right.
She got a cute body. She's padded to the gods. I love the chain effect. It's all made out of hair.
Right.
This was really cute.
Yeah, I like had to really look closely on Priyanka's outfit for this runway.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, I could tell the bottoms, the skirt part was hair.
Yes.
But I didn't know that the braided part, after looking closely, was hair as well.
Yeah.
So that's very smart. It looks very harnessy-ish.
Which is in right now.
Which is very much in.
Harness.
It's a drag fashion. It is a drag staple, especially right now. And then the color combination of the blue and the orange just looks so good. And she's smart for putting a nude bodysuit with stones underneath.
Yeah. And she's stunning.
Yeah, and that hair looks sickening too.
Sickening now?
Yes.
No. It's
And did you see her shoes?
Yes. I can't really look in this.
It's also blue and orange.
Blue and orange. She's wearing the two different.
So she's
shoe
paying
colors.
attention to details, and I really appreciate that for you know anyone, a performer, like the attention to detail.
Yeah, she's one of my favorites.
That's one of my top looks, my favorites for this week.
Next one we have is Scarlett BoBo.
Right.
I saw this walk down the runway. She's bringing tribute to a clown. Obviously, her name on her hair. Scarlett. This was cute. I don't love it or hate it. It was just middle pack for me. It was middle pack. She's telling a story.
Right.
Her makeup is beautiful.
Yes, I like the silhouette. Definitely something that we've seen before already on the runway, and there's nothing wrong with that silhouette. I think that putting a bodysuit and then hair tracks on it, and the way it moves is a very safe choice, and that's not to mean it in the wrong way at all. It looks good on the runway.
Yeah.
The way the hair moved and flowed on the runway looked really good. I do like that Scarlett chose two different colors of hair, the black and the blonde contrast. The only critique I have for this is that I wish she didn't wear those hideous shoes.
It's cutting off her ankle.
Yes, it's cutting off her ankle. I think like a simple pump, like a nude pump or a black pump even would, or even boots I think, would look good on this.
Yes. Alright, so out of all the runway looks, who is your favorite, who is your least favorite?
I have a few favorites, but I would say I really did enjoy Priyanka. That would be my top pick. I also enjoyed Lemon's look.
Lemon.
Very, it was very polished. And then I think the third one would have to be Boa. Okay. As raunchy as it is, I like dirty shit like that.
Same.
So I can appreciate where Boa's coming from.
And then your least favorite?
My least favorite, I would probably say I did not enjoy Tynomi outfit.
Same.
It wasn't the best for me, and I would have to say Kiara's, unfortunately.
So my favorite was Boa.
Yeah.
I really love Boa's. Lemon, and then I also like Rita Baga's. Baga's cute. My least favorite was Tynomi, Kiara, and Anastarzia and Anaquway. It's just Anastarzia was a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tynomi I was a little underwhelmed. Like I didn't get the concept at all.
Right.
Okay, so we have the top of the week, and the winner of this challenge is Priyanka.
Yay!
Come on,
Congratulations, Priyanka. Well-deserved win.
Yes. Do we agree?
Yes, I do agree, because when you're looking at then there's so many girls right now too.
Yeah.
You have to look at how did they do on the mini challenge and how did they do on the maxi challenge.
Yeah.
And I do think that Priyanka did very well on both. So
Yes.
I do think that was a very deserved win for her.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I really wish Boa would have won, just because I really love how she shows so much personality.
Right.
I was literally laughing, but I do have to give it to Priyanka.
Yeah.
Because the look was really good too, and she did win the mini challenge, and she's a singer.
Right.
Yeah. So well deserved.
Yes.
And then we have the bottom two, who unfortunately was Anastarzia and Anaquway, which I was so sad to see her in the bottom, and Tynomi. This is Tynomi's second time in the bottom.
Right.
I didn't think Tynomi was that bad in the group challenge until they pointed it out.
Right.
I also think her look landed her in the bottom too.
Right.
Like if it was the look that landed her in the bottom, I just didn't really understand why she was in the group challenge, why she ended up there, because I don't really remember her in the group challenge.
Yeah.
But they did say she didn't know her words.
Right. They caught that, you know, she's a dancer.
Yes, she is a dancer.
She's a trained dancer. However, they did clock that she was missing some of the words.
Yeah.
And that's a big no-no, obviously. I think that's what landed her in the bottom.
Yeah.
Too, and then I think the look.
The look. Yeah.
The look. And you know, if her look was better, I do think Ilona would have been at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, or
if
Kiara.
Kiara.
Yeah. I think also because Anastarzia was just so serious.
Right.
And they saw that, and also her look too, they didn't like, landed her in the bottom. I think overall it would have been Ilona and Kiara.
Right.
As well. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you agree with the bottom two?
No.
Same.
No,
I agree with you.
I don't think Tynomi should have been in the bottom.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
It really wasn't. But yes, yet again, we are doing drag. We need to know our words. I should take notes.
Right.
But
please read a teleprompter.
it wasn't that bad. And this is what I said last week. She wasn't that bad. She was not that bad. I understand she needs help in the fashion department when it comes to the
finessing
look.
the looks, yes.
Yeah. But she's not that bad, and I truly like her.
Yeah, I don't think Tynomi's the worst one out of the brood. However, you know, it's just the styling. They weren't happy about it.
Yeah.
And
Anastarzia.
I do think though that Anastarzia deserved to be in the bottom.
Okay.
Just because she just kind of like, it's like flatline and like she just kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I was so
in the
sad
group
to see her
challenge.
in the bottom. I was like, I'm rooting for you. I'm really rooting for you.
Yeah, and you know, she, being a pageant girl, I get it that, you know, maybe she took the competition a little bit more seriously, but I think that you just gotta loosen it up, girl. Loosen it up, bend over, and loosen it up. I just think she needed to loosen up, and I think that was her downfall.
Yeah.
Was just having fun again with the challenge and showing her personality, and unfortunately, she didn't get a chance to show that.
Yeah. So now we get our third lip sync of the season, and they're lip syncing to Absolutely Not by Deborah Cox, of course, which would make sense. She's there. Let's lip sync to her song. Out of the two girls lip syncing, Tynomi, Anastarzia, and Anaquway, who stood out to you?
Tynomi, definitely.
Yeah.
I do think that Tynomi showed determination that she wanted to stay in that contest.
Yeah.
Also, Tynomi's performer background came out.
Yes. I feel like they both started really strong, and then I feel like Anastarzia was kind of restricted because I think the hair was a little too heavy for her, you could tell. And then I felt like towards the end of the lip sync, she kind of gave up. Yeah.
Yes.
I saw Tynomi fighting for it. Is Tynomi going to be our lip sync assassin of the season? Probably, because this is probably the second girl she'll be sending home.
Right.
She sent Kyne home last week, but I really did like Tynomi in this lip sync, and she also danced her Deborah Cox.
Right.
Which is like, look, I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna fight. And
Like, you better show Deborah Cox what you did when you were working with her. So don't embarrass us.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Anastarzia and Anaquway. So when I was watching the episode, I'm like, okay, maybe it'll be a double save. Who knows? But I was really shocked to see Anastarzia go home. I thought she was gonna make it farther.
Right.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I guess she's being sent home. It took me a while to process it. But I do agree, Tynomi did deserve to win the lip sync. And unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to Anastarzia and Anaquway.
Yeah, you could be. I mean, in this kind of contest, you know, you can be, you could place high, or you could be a winner one week, and the next week you could be sent home.
Yeah, because she started off so strong.
Right.
So strong, and literally crashed and burned.
You can really be such a strong competitor, and then the following week, it's like you're crashing and burning.
Yeah.
So that's just the name of the game. You know, like either you do well or you don't do well.
I really think like her singing and like learning choreography and everything really like messed with her head.
Right.
And kind of like, she kind of gave up. And the shady part is she like doesn't even leave a message with the lipstick on the mirror. Which I understand, like, you're probably a little upset. And she's like, well, I'm not going to leave a lipstick message. I
wouldn't
think
either.
I would have done the same.
I wouldn't either. I'm not wasting my bullet lipstick for you now. No, but after you just get eliminated, it's like, for some people, like, they might be in a state of shock that, they've been eliminated. And maybe she doesn't know what to say or even write on the mirror.
Yeah.
So
I want her to be the comeback queen, or for All Stars, ladies and gentlemen, because she really was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
We were all rooting for you.
I think she was just all in her head.
Thanks, sis, for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. You look like Christmas colors.
Like Christmas.
Yes.
That the Grinch didn't want
that
and tossed back down the chimney.
Yes. Are you enjoying Canada's Drag Race?
I am.
Opinions of the whole episodes or the whole season so far?
Yeah. I really am enjoying watching this series of Canada's Drag Race. I like that, it's a little bit raw.
Yes.
That's what I enjoy about it. The early seasons.
Yeah.
Because I'm a really big fan of RuPaul's Drag Race in the early seasons, like seasons 1, 2, 3. That was drag for me, when I started. And I like that I'm kind of seeing like the raw, like not everything's perfect or not everything is, made by X, Y, and Z. Like the girls are still making costumes, so I really enjoy that. Yes.
Yeah, they're styling their own hair.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of people are like, well, they don't have a budget. No, it's the first season of Drag Race. Yeah, they don't need a budget. Maybe in the future, the girls, obviously when they start casting, like the budgets are changing, but I like it. I like how raw it is. I like how the girls bring their own shit. They don't have the fabulous, famous designers making their stuff.
And there's nothing wrong with having designers.
Yeah, but I agree with you. That's how we were brought up, especially drag during our time.
Right.
It's like we don't have
when we started, we didn't have designer that we could just hit up on social media to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter to create a stuff, and now like it's very much accessible and amazing, but
and there's times where I get custom made pieces.
Right, me too.
But 10 years ago it wasn't like that. It's like you gotta go to the Goodwill
or you knew how to sew yourself.
Yeah, or find something, which I would go to the swap meet, I would go to the Goodwill. There was no Amazon yet.
No.
I would go to Forever 21, to find a look, but
should go to the swap meet.
To the swap meet, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, but I do agree with you on that. I like how raw and unfiltered it is. Yes. So where can we find you on your Instagram? Social media?
You guys can find me on Facebook and Instagram under my name, wilhelminacaviar. So just type me in. There's only one Wilhelmina Caviar there.
The only Wilhelmina
The only one. Make sure you guys follow me. I'm also on Twitter, so make sure you find me.
On Twitter?
Yes. But yeah, just come say hi.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans if I had more than one fan. I only have one, so I can't have OnlyFans just yet.
Christian Mingle?
Christian Mingle? Oh, we're not supposed to talk about that. Can we cut that part?
Alright, so on a count of 3, can we go, ah? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah!